What's up, what's up, what's up, my fellow Capricornians? Welcome, guys. I hope you're having a beautifully, phenomenally blessed day. Thank you for joining me for a moment in Becky's House of Cards. Please like this video, share this video, subscribe to my channel down below. Set that notification bell so you always know when the next video does go live. And with that being said, today, guys, we are going down the rabbit hole with a reading from Source for you guys. I do have a channel message, but before we get into that, if you guys are interested in supporting the channel or getting a personal reading, check out the description box down below. And I do just want to thank you to all of my OGs, my newgies, and anybody that allows me your most precious asset, your time. It is truly an honor, a blessing, and a pleasure being here. Hold on just a second, guys. Sorry about that, guys. I got extra excited. But as always, my prayers is that any of my videos that you guys watch fall upon your heart in such a way that remind you to take back your power, to go and use your discernment and your intuition, and to make the best decisions that serve your highest path in this now moment. Okay, so guys, channel message. Source said that there's a need to change your perspective on the way that you're seeing love. You feel a little bit jaded and you're dealing with a lot of one-sided love right now. And a lot of instability emotionally. And they are trying to point out that you have some form of justice coming. Something is coming to you. But it all depends on how open you are to receiving it. Because if you stay in a closed off state, you're not going to be able to allow that love to come in. But if you allow yourself to just see everything as prior to this moment, as you learning how to overcome situations that aren't serving you, then you guys will be ready and you'll be open to something more beautiful than you've ever known. It's not going to be these measly ass offers that you've gotten in the past. It's not going to be any of that, right? This is literally going to be an offer that you've never thought possible. Okay? I feel like this time around there's going to be a lot of communication. I feel like Source is just showing a lot of different angles towards this. And it's just you got to know what you want. And not be so jaded by the people who have been there in the past. So let's see what's coming out for you, Capricorn. What messages, Source, do you have for Capricorn? Yeah, what did I say? I'm sorry, guys. It just baffles me sometimes still when that stuff happens. I just can't. None of it's possible without Source. None of it. None of it. It's just, it is just so amazing when you ask it. So there you go, guys. First card out, Justice. First card out is Justice. How about kick back? I'm ready to put my feet up on this desk right here, y'all. Let's just talk about y'all justice for a minute, okay? Let's just kick our feet. I'm totally kicked back right here, guys. Come on. Let's be real. You got something coming. You got something coming, but it's all about the way that you see what's in front of you right now. Looking to the future like, oh, when that comes, when that comes, when that comes. It's putting out this vibration that it's not already. The conundrum, right? Seeing it as already. It's already here. No matter how long already is, right? It's already here. It's already here. But it comes from learning those lessons that came before. This is that moment of seeing like, wow, I really went through the things that I went through because I had to learn this. I had to overcome this. Communication is coming out huge here. You had to learn how to communicate. This is about standing up for yourself. Seeing the silver lining. So Capricorn, like you've been fighting a lot, you know? And something happened, you changed how you saw something, but now it's about seeing the past as what it was and not what it could have been. Seeing beyond the veil. I could definitely see a spiritual perspective that was affected here. And it was like as a result of that spiritual perspective, now it's asking you to change your egoic status on how you see something from the past. And communicate that to yourself, you know, like if it was a really bad relationship, not just blaming the other person, but asking what was it that made you stay so long in a situation that you weren't happy with? You know, changing the way you see it, right? Because it's like when you ask yourself those hard questions, then you change the scales, right? Like the scales no longer tip towards the favor of what seemingly is the other person when it's truly not. It's truly not, right? And now it's like you're moving forward and you're tipped forward, and it's like you're able to bring in abundance. Sorry, I was just excited that was the first card out. I'm still over here baffled by that. Like, whoa, guys. Yeah. 2 mystery cards out right here, guys. Here's the deal. Like, you guys thought that this was bad fortune. But it's not. It was justice. Okay, it was justice. No matter how you see that, it was justice. It was not because you did something. It's because you had a block within you, and that block had to be broken open. It's almost like you have to feel the wound again to figure out what was it that hurt in the first place. You know when you get a bruise? You ever push on the bruise and sit there and think at the same time, where did I get that bruise from? If you don't know, you push on it and it hurts, and you like know it's gonna hurt, right? You know, but you still do it anyways. That's the emotional ego. Like it knows it's gonna hurt, but it still does it anyways because it thinks it's safe. That's what's safe. That's the chaos we grew up in. And so it's like as you go back in your past and you realize that and you say, okay, you know, this situation actually didn't happen because it was a bad situation. But see, as you're thinking right now, there's this thinking of not letting the cycle complete. And as it completed, this could be a past cycle too. I really feel like this is a past cycle. I do. I just feel like this is a past cycle. You didn't allow it to complete. And in not allowing it to complete, it came back around, and in your mind it's like, I always have bad luck. There's this line that's coming to me right now. If it wasn't for bad luck, I would have had no luck. Like that's the energy I'm getting from you. And now Capricorn, I know you guys can be pessimists. Like it's a thing. Like sometimes you guys can be really down on yourselves, and I feel like that's part of the reason why you guys, you know, have a hard time in life. It's not necessarily with manifesting. It's just being sarcastic and brash and sometimes overbearing, right? And it's okay. It's nothing bad. It's just, again, it's like seeing things is from the dark side of the moon. But that's such an advantage for you too. When you balance that out, it's like, yeah, you can see the dark side, but can you experience the fact that we all have that within us? We all have that within us. And I feel like it's easier to put put it out there. I don't want to hold that. That doesn't feel very good, you know. Like, but that's like your justice comes from changing your perspective on that, seeing the inner workings of your being, and looking at yourself through eyes of unconditional love. And unconditional love means like, you know, I don't know why I just heard this, but have you ever heard that only a face a mother could love? Okay, like have you ever heard that? You know, and they bring that up for purpose, right? It's not, I'm not calling anybody ugly, please, no. This is just a saying, and it's like, why do they say that? Because only a mother could love their child unconditionally. Why? Because they gave life to their child, and that's not always true. That's not always true, right? But that is true in some circumstances, and that's what, can you love yourself like that? The ugly parts, right? That's why I bring it up. It's like, who cares what people look like on the outside? There are ugly parts in all of us, inside of us, that darkness, the things that we don't want to acknowledge, because it's like we would judge that in another person, but we don't want to acknowledge that we too carry that. We too carry the ability to do that, the tendencies to do that, and, you know, it's like our own judgment. Learning about our past and being able to use the wisdom we've gained to utilize that energy for our benefit. That was deeply profound coming out, guys. That was a channeling of a lifetime. But really, What else do you want Capricorn to know? Okay. Yeah. There's a lot of anxiety and fear tied to this. At a crossroads is what I heard. At a crossroads, not wanting to go through the ups and downs. It's like there's this fear of having to deal with the past energy and having to re-feel it again. And it's like that's what you've been trying to control this whole time. And it's interesting because my Justice card is number 8, okay? And then we have 8 of Wands coming out. So it's like 8, 8 again, verifying this is something that's very karmic by nature. What goes around comes around. What's out there is always coming back to us. The boomerang effect, right? Like this is that energy, intention, the law of intention here, okay? Now, with 8, 8 coming out, you guys have this energy of learning how to overcome toxic situations. Or if you're ready and willing. If you're ready and willing. But it's gonna take that energy of, like, it feels like a loss having to go within and to dig deep with this. It feels like a loss. But it's not. It's not a loss. There's nothing wrong with it. There's what's going on is it's like feeling it once again to release it for good. And you're gonna see yourself open up to a whole new space of things, right? And that could be love. It could just be success in yourself. It could be seeing yourself with eyes of love. Again, we started off this reading with a channel message about, you know, one-sided relationships, the failure in love, like this energy of not being able to get what it is that you want, but justice is coming. And so we're talking about a past situation here, something that broke your heart really badly. But you have an opportunity of overcoming this and becoming so much stronger than you realize, Capricorn. Yeah, right now you're holding on. Right now you're holding on to it. Yeah, you don't want to change. You don't want to change. There's a new beginning here for you, okay? There's a new beginning. If you choose to take it. But right now there's an imbalance in your energy, and that has to come from you not wanting to move forward on your journey. Because the fear is that if I let go, then who am I? Like this situation maybe has defined you for some time. It's like the thing that you talk to about with other people. Maybe it's something that you have just like felt over and over again, but only felt it to be in the sorrow of it, not to let it go, right? Not to say goodbye. When you say goodbye, it's like death to that ego. Like if you guys have gone through any spiritual awakening when you guys are like sitting there and all of a sudden you experience it, and when you experience it, like you have to let it go and you fall to your knees and you're crying your eyes out, and it's like you can't, like there's something so deep. It's like somebody's hand reaches inside of you and just rips it out of wherever it's at. Okay, it's very symbolic what they want to be said to you guys right now. This is not just feeling this pain once again to experience the sorrow or to elicit sorrowful energy from another person. This is truly to experience it and to acknowledge that, wow, I really did go through that. I really did experience that. And that's what sets you free. That's what guides you on this new generation. Wow, that was an interesting. I have no idea. That might mean something for somebody. So if it does, cool. Let me know. But yeah, this is leading you guys to a new journey. It's leading you to a new path. You're going through a whole new upbringing, right? And it's very spiritual by nature. Source, what else do you want Capricorn to know? Okay, thank you. Thank you, Source, for your clarification. Source saying, look, everything that's been said is true, and there's a deep knowing inside of you right now. For whoever this resonates with, there's like a deep knowing inside of you right now. It's like the gift. You've been given the gift of knowledge. And you know this, and you've known it for a long time. And that's kind of been frightening, but there's hope here, right? There's a huge amount of hope coming through here. It's like Source is offering you something beautiful, something for you to overcome. What does it involve? Look, and we have the 6 of Cups in the reverse on the bottom of the deck. Continual failed relationships, one-sided love, not equal give and take, an imbalance, somebody being way too giving, right? Women who love too much, men who love too much, wherever you're at. It doesn't matter, okay? feminines that love too much to masculines that love too much. Let's just be real, okay? Because it just, there's this energy that's coming through. It's like that's what it's been this whole time. Yeah. You want to manifest this so bad. You want to manifest this so bad. But in reality, it's like you have to heal the wounds of the past. You have to heal those wounds of the past, Capricorn, because that's what's been blocking you from what it is that you wanted. And that's the thing, the energy that's coming out now, it's like I get like this blockage in between my throat and my heart chakra. And so I feel like it's like your heart was broken, but you never got to say why. Like you never got to tell this person why. So, okay, so thank you, Source. I know you weren't giving me a card. I start talking about this and they give me a card. They want me to take this in the horizontal too. But I feel like the thing is that your heart was so badly broken and you never had an opportunity to voice that. And it could be really important for you to write a hate letter. I know that sounds vicious, but it's like write down all the things you never got to say. Like as you were saying it to this person, just get it out. You know, it doesn't matter what is said. Like you have to get it off your chest. That's like something that will help rip this out of you so that you can... I felt like what I needed to feel. And then the thing is that you don't experience the guilt from it either. Like you actually said that to that person, right? Because it's not about that. Like it's about getting the feeling off of your chest that you have bottled it up for so long that it's hurtful. The 9 of Wands in the horizontal. So, I mean, the 9 of Wands is kind of like, damned if you do, damned if you don't. Like that's what's coming through, really. Because it feels like you're starting over again. And I think that's what hurts so much. It's like you had to start over again when it came to this situation, right? Of course, if somebody broke your heart and you spent so long with them and then now it's like, oh, they're not into me. Like, what do I do? Right? Because you have to start all over. And that's why a lot of people, sometimes they don't, you know, it's just that idea of having to get to know somebody all over again. But, you know, there's adventure there. And I feel like there's also, I feel like what happened was I really don't want to say this, but okay. Some of you guys experienced some kind of health situation and it just kind of bared open somebody's true feelings for you and they left. Also, I feel like this was somebody that cheated. Right? Like this is just somebody that they found out about what it was that you had. Like I hear a mental situation. Like, so maybe you guys have, you know, and I'm not here saying anything, guys. Cool. Do you, right? You are how you are because you're meant to bring something great to the world. Like, remember that. Love yourself first. Okay. Like, I'm not here being like, oh, but I feel like maybe you guys were diagnosed with something that's just like, you know, like you're going to have stuff that you go through, right? You're going to have stuff that you go through. And they keep showing me like something in like psychologically. And it's not anything that you have any control over. And this person like bared their true colors about it. And it was just kind of like, wow, like that's it. And I feel like that's what's hurting you so bad. Or it's like something that has to do with on the severity of that. Like for whoever this resonates with, it's like doesn't necessarily have to be that. Right. But it could be something on that severity. Like it just kind of was like, whoa, like really? That's how you're going to be about this? Yeah. And that's the thing. Like you learned a lot from it. You did. I think you learned that you didn't want to be treated that way anymore. And out of that, you also have recognized how to give love, but it's been very on and off love. And it's more or less like, I just want friends. Like, I don't want to get any deeper than that. But Source is saying, like, don't give up on love. I feel like this is very important for you guys, not to give up on love because love will find you again. Right? But it's like you don't really get too connected with anybody, and it's just because in your past, like that's what's hurt you. That's what hurt you. But there's strength here, right? There's definite strength coming through here, and there's a change in perspective. And so I feel like as you keep moving towards your healing, right? Like looking in like, what is it that made me stay in a situation for so long? Because you can't say that you didn't see any red flags up until then. I'm sure there were plenty of red flags, but when you're seeing things with eyes of what is perceived as love, right? Oftentimes it, like we won't look at the red flags. We'll just kind of like write that off as a quirk or, you know, like, oh, you know, like that's just the way they are or something like that. Yeah, Source saying that's true. Also, again, not wanting to face and cope with reality. Like, it's just great that that card came out, because Source is just saying exactly what I was saying. Like, you didn't want to look at the red flags. And now you don't want to deal with starting over either. You're like stuck in a rock and a hard place. What do I do for the journey? Reminiscing on the past, but not even reminiscing. It's like you remember the good times, but then it just makes you mad about how it ended. Whoa, like I just got a huge jolt in my body. Like raving mad. And then it turns to sadness. And then you're like, no, I can't feel sadness. I gotta be, that's a weakness. And so then you bottle it up, and then it just turns into craziness. Yeah. What you're learning from here is actually really fulfilling. It doesn't feel like it right now. Like, you don't feel like that at all. I'm glad that the cherry came out as I was saying that. It does not feel like that at all. Right? It feels like defeat. It feels burdensome. It feels terrible. It feels like, damn, like I really had to go through that. Like my whole world fell apart. But what you're going to learn is what real love is. And it's all upon your healing, right? Like, it's, you have to heal first so that you can open your eyes to what love is. Otherwise, you're going to keep bringing this baggage into each relationship as you go, right? So, Source, what else do you have for Capricorn? Oh yeah, they're saying that you're carrying this on your shoulders. You guys may have a lot of shoulder pain. Like neck problems too. Your neck might crack a lot. They're saying that as you release this, like things will get easier for you. Like you won't feel so suffocated. That's what it is. Like having a hard time breathing. It's because a person walked away from you at your most vulnerable time. And that's why you're not feeling this too, because feeling this makes you feel vulnerable. And it's like in your perspective, right? What has happened is like when you're vulnerable, that's when people leave. And so it's like just keep bottling it up and bottling it up and bottling it up. And the healing comes from releasing it. So I want you to know, Capricorn, that vulnerability is one of your greatest strengths. If somebody else walked away when you were vulnerable, then that's on them. That has nothing to do with you. That didn't have anything to do with you as a person. Okay, that had everything to do with them and where they're at on their journey. Okay, and then they're just not right for you. They're just not right for you. And you have to be okay with that, no matter what has happened. It's like, I know it's hard. I know it's difficult, but understanding that once you become okay with it, that's just how it happened. There's nothing you can do to change it. And not taking care of yourself and not feeling what you need to feel at certain times is keeping you blocked. It's keeping you blocked from creating that Two of Cups, from creating the Six of Cups in the upright here, from manifesting it, right? Because you keep looking to the past. What else, Source? Thank you. Look at that. They won't give me cards until I actually talk about what they want me to talk about. Shh. Yeah. Yeah. It's time for you to create something for you, Capricorn. What do you like to do? What do you like doing? What do you enjoy? What do you have fun with? You know, those things matter. And really getting into them and allowing yourself to have fun. I feel like you need to have fun. It's been a long time. When was the last time you laughed? When was the last time you had a good time? Right? And I feel like once you guys really pour into your creativity, then you're going to understand everything that has happened to you to this point. Shoot, you know, a good way to start with your creativity is to use what has happened to you as fuel. Like if you're an artist, like use that pain to like put it into your artistry, whatever that is. And then it's not only a release, but it allows you to express yourself in a way that maybe you haven't allowed yourself to express. Right? Yeah, this happened to help you understand the people who weren't in your court. Like these people were tricksters. And that's what's giving you hope, okay? Like at the end of the day, that's why your soul and your spirit keeps pushing forward, because It knows that you are meant for greater things than just what's here, what you've been through, what you have experienced. It's been rough, but you're learning so much. You're learning how to communicate what it is that you want in life, and you're learning how to communicate what it is that you ask for from a partner, right? But so far, people have used you, Capricorn, and that's the thing. Like, you know, I get along well with Capricorns. I've had Capricorns in my life, my whole life. You guys are, when you guys are good, you guys are good. Like, you guys are fun. You're creative. You're intelligent. You're smart. You're wise. You have some wise things. But when you guys are down, you're really down, and it's heavy. And you guys are earth. Like, it's like bury you alive, you know? And the thing is that it's like you have to find the balance of that, right? And this is bringing a cycle to a close, whether you want to admit it or not. It is, but you have to be willing to close out that cycle, to let it go. And sometimes letting it go makes us feel like we're letting go of a part of our identity. If Green Man Synergy, yeah, this is like asking you to be synergistic with your moves. We have 8 and 9 coming out together. I didn't even realize that until just now. We have 7, 8, 9 on the board here, right? 6, 7, 8, 9. Great. You guys are making progress, right? And you guys could see a lot of repetitive numbers like that, like 1, 2, 3, 4, you know, 5, 6, 7, 8, 6, 7, 8, 9, you know, those numbers. So the synergy talks about working in unison with one another. It's like Source is trying to bring balance back into your life. And in order to do that, you must learn to balance yourself first. And as you learn to balance yourself, you're going to see things change outside of you, and you're going to see yourself doing things that maybe you thought were only a dream. Why? This is what have I been talking about this whole time? Healing. We have Shaman coming out. Ancient healing wisdom. As you guys heal, you bring into the world a beautiful way for others to see that they too are not alone on the journey. You guys are here to offer them something beautiful. Was it a great experience? No, it wasn't a great experience. It hurt. It hurt really bad. But it's through the pain and the suffering that we become amazing individuals, whether we believe that or not. It's like you see people who've experienced so much of life. Have you ever talked to somebody and you're just like, wow, you're like so well-rounded and you just hold great conversations and I feel like I've known you for forever. And you're like, you know, like what is it? What is it about you? And have you ever heard them say it's experience? It's because I experienced life. Like that's the mindset. It's because you're experiencing life. That's all. Whatever life has to offer, you're just experiencing it. You have no control over it. Yeah, creation. It is so important for you guys to pour into creation. We have 7. This talks about creation. 7, 7 coming out together. Snake. Look, this is an entirely different deck. I actually have never noticed that until just now. I don't know if I've ever actually had these 2 cards come out together. Possibly, probably. Just honest, I've never noticed that until now. This is about shedding that old skin, right? This is your growth. You're getting grounded in growth, and moderation wants to peek out. Anything in moderation, right? Anything, too much of one thing is a bad thing. We've got leadership poking out too, bringing this to a completion so that you guys can lead the masses to healing their own wounds. It hasn't been easy. Acknowledge that for yourself. You know, look yourself in the mirror and you know, like, you know what, Capricorn? That hasn't been easy. It hasn't. And I made it, and I'm alive, and I'm a better person because of it. Even if it doesn't feel like it right now, I am. Can you do that for yourself? Ooh, there were secrets. Here's the deal. We've got links. Number 2, secrets, duality. That's the problem. You're held up. So maybe somebody cheated. I said that somebody left. It's just because there was secrets being held from you. Like you didn't see the whole of the story. And I don't think you were meant to. It's not that you're not intuitive. You guys are intuitive. I think the thing is that you just weren't meant to. You weren't meant to see the whole of the story, what was going on. And I think that hurt a lot. So we've got Rihanna coming out. She says the badder you are, the better it is. Right? And that's just being unique and authentic to yourself. If sometimes you have to stick it out through the storm, and that's you're stuck in the storm and this person just ran off, you know, and I feel like that's the thing. And it's like just keep sticking it out because you're gonna be stronger. It says you have to be strong to let yourself be weak. What did I say? You didn't want to cry because you see that as a vulnerability. You think it's weak. You have to be strong to let yourself be weak. Right? Being strong all the time is a weakness. That, I'm sorry, but that is, to be strong all the time, that's a weakness. That doesn't get you anywhere. We have Joan of Arc. Only settle for eternity. Like, you have so much to offer. That's the thing. It's like all of eternity, right? Nothing is new. Or what is it? There's nothing new, only different. Love and faith will defeat violence. Yeah, bringing love to this situation can heal you greatly. It says, be not afraid of the fire and arrows or anything that may come. What did I say? You're looking, this idea to look at life. I'm experiencing life. It's just an experience. There's no need to be afraid of an experience. You've experienced everything up until now. Are you really still afraid of it? Are you? We have 22 on the bottom. The heart of the matter. There's more going on than meets the eye. Yeah, a master number, duality, also about your protection, your stability. Talking about the heart, connecting with the heart chakra, the throat chakra. There's like this energy that you guys need to speak your truth. That's what I was saying. Like, at the beginning, I said I got this weird feeling in between my throat and my heart chakra. It's like, you guys don't want to speak your truth. Like, or you never got a chance to. You never got a chance to. I said that at the beginning of the video. I remember that. Because I told you guys to try and write a hate letter. Like, there's this energy you guys have. There's something about saying exactly what happened. Practice compassion. See things from a fresh perspective. Didn't I say you guys are learning how to change your perspective on love? Number 15, 6. Balance is interesting. 6 and 6, right? Again, on love. On love. Focus on love. Ah, thank you, Source, for that clarification. It says, look for the good in everyone. This is number 24, 6 again. Focus on love. Guys, I can't with you. I can't. This is crazy. I love this. Thank you, Source. Thank you. Let's get maybe 2 of these. I drew more cards for you guys than anyone else, but this has been an insanely synchronistic reading. Insanely. Let's see what else here. Okay, that one. That one. No? No. No. This one. Okay. One more. That one. Oh. That one? Okay. Sometimes they're stuck together and I'm like, oh no. Time to make space for you coming out on the bottom. I was only going to get 2, but they wanted more. It says, open your heart to love. Exactly. Exactly. Like, this is focus on love. Like, we have man who secretly sleeps with other men. Okay, so, you know, maybe your person's a woman. She cheated on you, and the man that she cheated on you with sleeps with other men. Or maybe you're a woman, and the man that you're with is sleeping with other men. Okay, this is not going to be for all of you guys. This is just for some of you. You had that, the secret. There you go. There's the secret, right, coming out. Just interesting energy. Okay, we have stand out above the crowd. Yeah, it's time for you guys to embrace that authenticity and uniqueness, right? Be that. It's like constantly being this vision of what it is that you think is perfect. It's not going to happen, right? And that is another thing with you guys. You tend to be perfectionists, and it's you guys, nothing is perfect. Nothing is perfect in life. Nothing. Nothing. No matter how perfect you think you can. No. Step off of that. Step off. Fearing the unknown. Yeah, afraid of moving on. Afraid of moving on. Like, again, what did I say? You guys felt like it was your identity. You felt like it was a part of your identity. And it's not. It's not a part of your identity. It's just something that happened. It didn't even happen to you. It just happened. Do you see what I'm saying? Like, you were just there when it happened. It just happened. Whatever it was. And I know that doesn't make it any easier. I know it doesn't. But just understanding that, it will help you see things from this fresh perspective that they're asking, that they've been talking about this whole time. Your guys' reading has been off the charts. Off the charts. Thank you. I love you guys. I'm sending you out so much light and love. It's been a pleasure connecting with you guys today. You're going to get through it. You guys are going to come out so much stronger. So much stronger. I want you guys to understand that. Like, you guys are going to see things, and you're going to be able to navigate life in a way that you've never been able to before. Need I say more? Need I say more? That was kind of random, don't you think? Don't you think? So keep going and really open to yourself so that you guys can find that love. Okay? So please like this video, share this video, subscribe to the channel down below, set that notification bell so you always know when the next video does go live. And with that being said, guys, as always, go forth boldly, my fellow Capricornians, and courageously find creative ways to rise above in life, laughter, and love. Until we see each other again. Mwah. Peace out. I love y'all. Bye.